had this pair of shoes for a long time. It was a white pair of tennis shoes, and they felt really comfortable, and I really liked them a lot. And so I have other shoes, and I rotate them out so that I'm not wearing one pair like all the time, And if I go somewhere, I'll wear, maybe one pair of shoes or another. But when it comes to work shoes, just lightweight, good, comfortable shoes, I wear these same pair of white tennis shoes. Well, after many months, these shoes bit the dust. The sole just came, the rubber just came off of them finally, and they were good for nothing. So I made up my mind pretty quick. You just throw them away. I mean, you can't keep them, right? So you just get rid of them. They're no use to you anymore. You get rid of them. What once was a very important tool for you and that you learned to appreciate and like, that was with you in and out every day. You just got rid of it because it was no longer any use to you. In fact, it worked against you because if you were out walking in wet weather, you get your socks wet. Or if you were out, trying to work or run and this thing starts flopping on you, just gets in your way, and next thing you know, you could get hurt. Well, I've been in Romans, and those of you who read the book of Romans realize early on that Paul begins to talk about this old nature and this law of sin and death, and this new man, this Christ, this new creation that you are. And so this morning yesterday when I got rid of those shoes, I started thinking about how there's a lot of stuff in our lives sometimes that are like those shoes. They're part of the old man. They're part of yesterday. Maybe they served you well at one time. Maybe they helped you survive. Maybe they helped you, deal with things at the time, with all that you knew at that time. It might be drugs. It might be ways of thinking. It may be survival techniques that you learn, that character things and that develop, might be all kinds of things this old man acquired to get him through the day. But when a new day dawns and you look at these old shoes, you realize that you just can't keep wearing them anymore. You got to get a new pair of shoes, and they have to be effective for you. So to be effective, you have to put them on. You have to wear them. And you get rid of the old stuff. It's just the way it is. They serve the purpose for their time. But you have to look at them and you have to say, you know what? These things just need to go now. They just need to go. They're no longer serving me correctly. And in the case of the old man and the new man, they're no longer serving God. So you have to just get rid of them. Now this can happen when you first come to know the Lord. You think to yourself, well, I want that old life to go away, that old man, and I want this new man, this new Jesus, this Christ to live in me. And that's how you get born again. Sometimes we think that's where it ends, and that's not at all where it ends. There's a transformation that takes place in the rest of your life. And, it's in your day-to-days. It's digging deep. It's getting down into seeing the, rocks and things like that way under the surface. And a lot of times they come out or are exposed by either behavior or by relationship. These things become exposed. God will shine a light on them, and He'll let you see them, and He'll let you turn from them. He'll help you dig them up. But it has to be your choice to take the old shoes and throw them away. And there's just when you look at it in terms of the fact that they're no longer helping you, that they're no longer necessary in your life. Well, the decision then isn't that hard. You just take them and you throw them in the trash. And you find out that new pair of shoes that you've been waiting on or trying to work out or work in or whatever, you find out they can be just as comfortable. So I guess what I'm saying is, in thinking about this this old man of carnality, this old man of Adam, this old man nature that we had, and putting on the new man, Christ, it's kind of it's a once and for all, but a daily thing that we do. And we get to know him, we get to know the nuances of his personality, of his character. We learn to walk in him. And that's what I need to do. It speaks to me. I'm not just speaking to you. It speaks to me. I need to, there's areas of my life that God's got his finger on. He's shining his light on. And it's just saying, Steve, that's the old man. Now you have to know this. That man is dead. That man is over. That man is done with. And there's a new man. A new man. And I'll tell you what he looks like. I'll tell you what he has to say. And he's right there in the New Testament. This new man. Every morning when I wake up, I should say, oh, I get to discover who I am today in Christ. I get to see my new identity in him, because that's what I want. I want that new identity in Christ. That old man, he can go away. I just don't need him anymore. The world doesn't need him anymore.